Hello everybody, Rogue Fox here, and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock Season 2. This is episode 14, and we are currently standing inside of Fox Tech in the storage area. We built this up a couple of episodes ago, and I still need to come up with some sort of idea for this. Now, I've kind of put this one on the back burner. Again, what I want to do is make some sort of power generator that is going to act as the power source that is powering the whole base. And again, I do need some ideas for that. I'm not quite sure what I want to do, but in the last episode, we worked on creating a beacon shop over in the shopping district. And speaking of, I wonder how sales are doing. There is my lovely beacon with the changing colors. Now, at the end of the last episode, when I was going over the redstone, I do apologize. I felt like I was being very quiet during that last bit there, and I was, because the redstone I did the night before, late at night before I recorded that clip, and then as far as recording the clip with the redstone, I did that first thing upon waking up. So, of course, I do have neighbors in the complex, and, I don't want to raise my voice too much. Right now, it's the middle of the day, so, I can have my loud and normal voice, but yeah, during the mornings I can't be that loud, and I know my wife is still trying to wake up as well, so I'm sure she doesn't want to hear this voice in the morning either. But this is the redstone down below. For those who didn't catch it in the last episode, what we have is a block swapper, and as you can see here, all of the blocks, I kind of went with the, Roy G. Biv. We really don't have indigo violet, so I used purple and magenta. But you can see all of the colors changing here, and that is popping up. Oh, I guess I don't have inventory for that. What do we use? Let's patch this up because I know I won't do it. There we go. We'll just go ahead and do that. So we got that put back, and you can see the beacon beam going up, changing its colors, and it looks really nice. And of course, the shop is, well, it's a giant beacon. And what is this? I'm putting stuff outside my... Oh, full inventory. Duh. Tinfoil hats. Okay, now I have to see what this is about. Let's go ahead and empty my inventory just a bit. And yeah, I got a lot of junk. So let's see. Hashtag Team Tinfoil. This says, please take a tinfoil hat with you to protect you from the dangerous rays emitted by the beacons. Wasn't aware that they were dangerous rays. You will have noticed that wherever beacons are found, there's always destruction of the landscape, mostly at Y11. Okay. This research shows that beacons cause destruction and have been known to addle the brain. Please wear a tinfoil hat to prevent the negative effect they have on the beings of the server. Research has shown that zombies are particularly affected, and the results are irreversible in this case. Looks at Zloy. Hashtag Team Tinfoil. Well, apparently, beacons have been deemed unsafe on the server. Not quite sure what that is all about, but I guess time will only tell. Right now, everything seems fine. But let's go ahead. We're here to check on our sales. So, ooh, okay. So we've sold quite a bit, and of course, I can't collect my diamond blocks because my inventory is full. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and empty my inventory just a bit and collect on, what do we have? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 diamond blocks. That is a nice bit of diamonds we got there. I went ahead and collected my diamond blocks, and I do have a few more beacons left, and by a few, I mean 15. So let's go ahead and just put all of those beacons back that were sold, and we'll just hold on to these last two. Now, currently, these are my last two beacons. I do have another nether star that I need to convert into, or craft into a beacon, and then, well, I'm going to have to go grinding for more obsidian and craft some more glass, because I still have about half a stack worth of wither skulls. And yeah, that's about, what's that, half a stack, at least 10 more beacons, right? 30, yep, 3 times 10 is 30. For this episode, I want to put those wither roses that we got a couple of episodes ago to good use. And since then, I did collect a few more. So where are they? We now have 9, 10, 11 stacks and 6 of wither roses. So we have a decent amount. Oops, sorry, dog. I didn't mean to push you. So we have a decent amount, and what I'm thinking I want to do is expand the base area, which I started doing already. And then what I think I'll do, or at least the idea anyways, is to build some sort of creeper farm using wither roses. Now, I went ahead and got the grindy, boring stuff out of the way, so I got all the gold I needed, redstone, sticks, and I laid down the track where our minecart, or hopper minecart, is going to go. Now what I need to do is actually start placing in the layer of dirt, because we can only plant wither roses on dirt, and I think probably netherrack, but I know for sure dirt, and that's what we're going to use. So with that, let me go ahead and place in this layer of dirt, and then we can get started on our creeper farm. Alright, the next part of this is done, and I will go over this. I did record a clip explaining everything while I was placing these, but unfortunately I wasn't recording my audio, so yeah, that is a derp on my end, and we are getting cave sounds for some reason, which that was really weird. Sound like radio static or something. But with this, what we're going to do is we do need to prevent spiders from spawning. Now, there are a couple of creeper farm tutorials on my channel, but unfortunately, none of those work on Bedrock Edition. Those only work on Legacy Console, and I'm not even sure if they work on Java. But those are old tutorials, and yeah, those, long story short, they don't work in Bedrock. So what we need to do is come up with a design that actually works on Bedrock. And with that said, we have this here. So we do need to prevent spiders from spawning. We want creepers only. Now, I know Prowl was mentioning the other day that he was trying to design a creeper farm, but was getting spider spawns, and that's what we don't want. Now, from what I understand, and again, I'm not that much of a technical player, so that's why I really don't do farms like this on my channel, but from what I understand, spiders need a 2x2 area to spawn. Now, we have a fence post in each 2x2 area in order to interrupt them from spawning, I guess you could say, or, you know, to mob-proof it from spiders spawning. And then, I was watching a video from Navynexus where they were explaining that you need to, well, you don't need to, but they're mentioning that mobs or creepers, I really don't remember off the top of my head, but they spawn in the northwest corners of blocks. Now, this way is west. You can see the sun is going down, and of course, this is north. So from what I understood is if we're going to have a spider spawn, then this is the northwest corner, and I am preventing that from actually happening. Now, I did test this in a creative world, and all of this seemed to work. I ran it for about an hour, hour and a half while I was editing an episode, and all I had was a bunch of gunpowder, which goes to tell me that we were only spawning creepers inside of this, which is very good news. But with that, we do have a little bit more work to do. I do need to place a ceiling over this, and I do need to place trapdoors above each fence post. So let me go ahead. I need to make, I don't know how many I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 times 7 is 56. So I need to make myself 56 trapdoors, place a roof on, and, well, I guess I will be right back. Everything is finished except for my exit because, well, I do need to get out of here. I guess I can technically drop, well, I can't drop down below. There's a track, so yeah, this is my only way out. But this is all set up. We have our fence posts. We have a trapdoor above each one. And now I need to start placing in my wither roses, and I need to be strategic about that and make sure I don't box myself in. Probably just go left to right and work my way back. Again, this is based off the mechanics I saw on Navynexus' video with their creeper farm, and I will post a link to that down in the description below, and a card to it will be popping up in the top right corner. Now, the one I was watching does look different from this. It had scaffolding with water running down, and I think that was even an older video. I think there was an updated one after that. But with that said, again, I was watching the video just to get the spawning mechanics of how the creepers come in and how we also prevent spiders from spawning. Again, this should work because it did in a creative world. So fingers crossed that I did everything correctly. But with that, let me go ahead and grab my wither roses, place them in, and then we can get ourselves out of this area. The nice thing about wither roses is that mobs will still spawn on the block that it is occupying. So although this is going to deal damage, they're still going to spawn there, and then of course take on the wither effect. And that is how the mechanics for this farm is going to work. The creepers are going to spawn, again hoping we are getting creepers only, and then they are just going to take the wither effect, die, and then we'll have our hopper minecart down below to pick up all of the gunpowder. Now, the idea behind this is to... Ow! That's what I didn't want to do. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be, like we got hit by a wither, and I think that lasts for about 10 seconds, so thankfully that is not the case. But what I want to do, again, why I have the design like this, is I want to maximize the amounts of spawning spaces we have. So that is why this is here, but at the same time, like I mentioned, also preventing spiders from spawning. And I don't think anything should spawn. It's going to start getting dark in here, but I believe I am too close for anything to actually start spawning over in that direction. Ooh, it's dark. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this finished up. Not too much more. And then I still have to place in the minecart. Ooh, I almost missed these spots. You know what? We do have a torch. Let's just go ahead and place it on the wall. There we go, so I can still see what I'm doing. Yes, I'm going to finish placing all of these in, which I'm about done. Ow! And then I'm going to place a hopper minecart down below, and hopefully we start getting ourselves some creeper spawns. We are getting a couple of creeper spawns right there, and I do have an Xray pack on. So I can see inside of the walls, there goes one creeper, there's the second one there, and I just need to find how far away I need to be from this thing. Now, of course, ideally, you want to keep this away from areas like I have here. So most mob farms, oh, with the Xray pack, you can't see my face. It looks right through my face. But most mob farms are generally placed over the ocean and way up in the air, and that's because, well, it is better conditions for mob spawning. But for this, I'm really not needing a crazy amount of creeper drops like that. I just need enough to supply myself with enough gunpowder so I can keep making rockets. So I did get a couple of spawns there, and ooh, look at all those chests. You can see through everything, you can see all the pistons. And yeah, that's kind of cool. So with that, I am trying to figure out the best place to stand because I want to be able to AFK this. Now, it's not going to be over here because it's going to be way too close within spawning range. So for those two creepers, I was standing here. Now, I'm also curious. I've done a pretty good job about lighting things below me in the cave system. So if there were any mobs down below, I would be able to see them through the ground. For example, we have the mob. There we go. So you can see all my things over there. You can see where the zombie farm is. So if there were any mobs down below, we would be able to see them. You can see all of the signs that are part of the water. And yeah, this is a pretty cool resource pack, if I do say so myself. And I'll try to make sure to get a link to this down in the description below because it is a very, oh yeah, no face. It is a very helpful resource pack. I am sitting 25 blocks above the roof of this farm, and we can see one creeper just died. We have one more that's about to go, and what I'm going to do is try to sit up here for an hour just to see what the rates are going to be. And right now, Blue Jay is the only one online, so we do have to take that into consideration as well as far as mob spawns. It looks like he's been sleeping, so hopefully that should prevent any mobs, from showing up during the nighttime or anything like that. So we have that factored in, as well as, again, the location of this. But from what we can see here, we are getting spawns, so that is good. And so far, I haven't seen, there's another creeper. So far, I haven't seen any spiders. I haven't seen skeletons, zombies, or anything like that. There is another creeper, very nice. And yeah, so it looks like we are getting, well, it's a creeper farm. So we're getting creeper spawns and nothing else. So I would say this is a success. Now, thinking about it, I am facing north. When I place in the fence posts, I don't think I put them in the northwest corner of the 2x2 areas. But so far, I mean, it doesn't look like that's affected any. Again, I haven't seen any spider spawns. So, oh, there goes Blue Jay. So maybe, just maybe, that will up the spawn rates. It has been just over an hour by a few minutes. So let's go ahead and take a look at our drops. So we have 64 and 13. So we have just over a stack, almost a stack and a quarter of gunpowder. And notice how it is only gunpowder. No other drops are in there. There's no spider eyes, no string, bones, arrows, zombie flesh, or anything like that. So we are for sure getting creepers only, which is great. And again, I wasn't expecting this to get crazy drop rates, just enough for me to use for my own personal use in making rockets. So I mean, after an hour, a 64 and 13 is, I would say, it's pretty good. Alright, we are about to bring a close to today's episode, but I just wanted to show how much more gunpowder I have collected. So I was AFKing it a bit more, and I also AFK'd it while I was editing the last episode for the Begin Shop. I'm trying to get ahead with my recording, just in case if something crazy happens with my schedule. I mean, it's always good to be ahead. But with that, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here. So that is where I've been AFKing the whole time. And I should probably turn that dirt into glass, and I'll do that probably after I'm done with this clip. But let's go ahead and take a look inside, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 6.5 stacks of gunpowder. So yeah, definitely a very good start. And as I keep saying, I wasn't expecting crazy drop rates from this, but I mean, these drop rates for my own personal use, I would say is pretty good. Now what I need to do is make a sugarcane farm. That way I can get paper. But yeah, this is a very good start. Now as far as rates go, it looks like, and again, depending on who's online and all that fun stuff, I would say this gives me about a stack an hour, which, again, not expecting crazy drop rates, but hey, a stack an hour is a stack an hour. And clearly, this is a gunpowder farm / creeper farm. And we, again, are not getting any spider eyes, no string, no other mobs are spawning inside. So we have successfully made a working creeper farm on Bedrock Edition, which is a very, very awesome. But with that said, everyone, this is going to be the end of today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Rogue Fox, and I will see you later. Cave noises.